How you doing, y'all? So today's a new week, so I'll be going over the charts as requested, and also the ones that I basically usually break down. So for the past basically month of January, we've been making a lot of great moves. For those that have caught them, congratulations. I know some of y'all reached out saying, "Yo, no, like it's hitting, blah blah blah." But with all that being said, let's get right to it. So for NASDAQ, I do see NAS primarily heading lower. All right. So, but if we get a break of this area, then a retest, I would like to see it end up going higher. So, um, for those who don't know how basically I mark up my charts, I always mark up my charts on an if then syntax. I'm not here to just because I have arrows and lines, this does not mean that this is what the market is going to do. This is a projection for myself that if I see something going on here where it's going to show like more sellers coming in, then this is where I'm looking to enter around here to then get out here. I don't need a whole big move. I don't need all of that. Same thing. If I see that there's no rejection here, and then I'm just getting like a bigger push going towards the upside, and it doesn't fall off this area, then I would like to see it if it's going to end up breaking, retesting, and then possibly look for longs to then go up. That's it. I'm not here to predict anything. I'm just being reactionary to what the market can give me. If it gives me sells, I'm in for it. If it gives me buys, then I'm in for that too. Simple as that. Don't make it complicated. All right, gold. So for gold, I've been seeing gold on a up roar, obviously still. But it did collapse since the end of January. So as I pointed out, I already called that I would like to see a retracement, and I would like to see for it to bounce off these levels, which it already gave that. So if you haven't seen the prior videos that I have up, I would suggest go watch them because I've been calling every single pair to the T. So basically from here, I would like to see if it's gonna break up, come down, at least touch this level or this level down here, and then continue going upward. But for now, like I just feel like it's trying to just make its move to like end up like going higher. Like that's just it. But um if it wants to end up going lower, then I would say that it's either gonna end up coming down to this level or this level max to then continue going further. If it goes lower than that, it's gonna break. But for now, I really see more buyers for gold. That's basically it. Now I did get a request for BTC for Bitcoin, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover that at the moment. So for Bitcoin, I have most of Bitcoin basically going up into this area or this area and then coming back down. Like that's it. So again, I'm not looking to like go all crazy with it, like as far as like crazy moves or anything like that. This is more than enough to like, get a bag for the week. But if it ends up wanting to start transitioning and going up higher, then yeah, I will look for that break, that retest, and a continuation. It can also come down to this area and continue. But I'll say more about BTC and other pairs that like I've been like just looking at alongside the ones I just covered for NASDAQ and gold. I'll mention some a little later that will kind of like just it'll kind of wow on the sense of like I already kind of see like certain things happening in the markets that are going to end up like being a big thing. So NASDAQ, NAS here, even though I already went over NASDAQ, this is NASDAQ on the Forex side, but I'm showing this because a lot of people were saying like, oh, like I don't trade futures, I trade NASDAQ Forex. So okay, here's a NASDAQ prediction here. So for NASDAQ, I do see, I don't know why the hell I got this here. So for NASDAQ, I do see this like going from this area and then possibly coming down here. If it ends up breaking this area, then I'd like to see it break and then continue going upward. That's just, it's very like simple as far as I'm seeing everything happen. Now I don't think that NASDAQ would like to end up playing around this area that long. I feel like it might end up stalling a little bit and then boom, shoot right out. Either low or high. That's it. Again, also requested for gold. So for gold, same scenario, downward and upward, downward from here, or if it's gonna come back down to this area, shoot up. But if it breaks the area, I'm seeing just nothing but like just sells from there. From this point on, I'll be covering basically Forex, aside from like the indices and Forex. So for AUD yen, if I can get a break down and then like possibly like not like a double top, but something of like a rejection from this area, maybe another retest and a continuation. I would like to see more buys from this area going upward though. Obviously it needs to come down. So either this area here or this area, anywhere in these two areas here, I would like to see more buys. If it breaks that area, then I would like to see shorts. Simple as that. All right. EJ is the next one we have up. So for EJ, very clean and simple. It's either going to come down to this area and continue going upward, or it's going to end up coming down to this area and then go upward. Or if it breaks that area, I want to see more sells. Simple as that. If, then, syntax. That's it. That's all I trade on. I've been doing that for a decade now. So, all right. Pound. Pound Aussie. Simple retest. Simple selling. Like that's it. It's either gonna sell from this area or this area here, right? That's it. That's why, like, if it breaks this area, I'll catch a buy going upward. Like that's it. But if it ends up wanting to break, retest, and then come up here, then from here I'll look for more sales from here. That's basically it. The beast, GJ. GJ, there's a lot of resistance up here, so it's gonna end up doing like either two things. It's either gonna end up breaking, retesting, and continuation, or it's going to end up making like a short retracement towards the downside, making a quick retest and then continue towards the downside. Like that's really all I'm seeing for as far as this area. So let's see what we get, because if it ends up opening low and coming down here, then obviously more buyers are going to end up stepping in. And that basically concludes all of our trades for the week. So what I was mentioning was, I feel like starting either next week or the week after, I don't think they'll do it this week, but it may surprise me. But definitely by the end of like next week, I would like to start seeing gold, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, S&P 5, and possibly even silver. I haven't looked at silver, but I'm pretty sure silver will probably pop as well. Start heading higher. And I mean like starting edging, going towards those all-time highs. So again, not predicting, maybe wrong, but I feel like they're gonna start revving those prices back up. So the reason for that is I feel as if, like, since the quarter is basically coming to an end, they need to start revving it up to start pushing their buffer upwards and positivity, right? So I go through this with my my students, but every cycle needs to have a new cycle happen. So whenever there's a chance of anything being moved, as far as like where it goes from bullish and then a massive sell-off to then another bullish run, there needs to be more coming in from one side than the other. For example, we had a huge bullish run, then we had a sell-off, now we have to have another bullish run. We don't need to have it, but it most likely always happens. So with that being said, if you like the content that's being shared here, all I ask is for a simple like, a comment if you have any questions or anything, or if you want me to go over any other further charts, whether it be Forex, futures, even stocks. I do those too. I know I got some suggestions for those. I am looking to do something with that, possibly on a weekly basis as well. I'm still ironing that out, but regardless, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the comments, and then we'll go from there. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. And yeah, I'll check y'all in the next video. Peace.